At exactly 9:10 p.m. on Sunday, a DHL flight from Florida in the United States touched down on the Kenyan soil.
Check 1 2, sound check 1 2.
But this was no ordinary flight. Its most precious cargo was 17 rare mountain bongos, completing an extraordinary 7,900-mile journey back home. Inside specially designed crates, these endangered antelopes, 12 females and 5 males, emerged, marking a historic step in Kenya's wildlife repatriation efforts. Their final destination, a sanctuary in Buri sub-county, Meru County, where they will undergo quarantine before rewilding.
That's a quarantine facility where they'll be held for the next few months. So for now, we'll not really have a lot to do once they arrive until maybe after 2 weeks or so. Once they've settled, then there'll be another launch that will be called for.
According to conservationists, these mountain bongos are descendants of a lineage taken from Kenya decades ago. They are now set to establish a founding population at the Marania and Mucheene Sanctuary, a designated breeding and rewilding center in Mount Kenya.
Today's repatriation is a critical step towards realizing this vision. These 17 bongos that have arrived today will form a founder population at the Marania and Mucheene Sanctuary in Meru County, where they will be nurtured, protected, and gradually reintroduced to their natural habitats. The success of this project will bring economic opportunities, enhance tourism, and improve livelihoods. Protecting and conserving the mountain bongo is investing in the future.
In the 1970s, the Meru forest was home to hundreds of these striking antelopes. However, hunting and habitat destruction led to a devastating decline, leaving only a handful in the wild. In preparation for their return, the Meru County Bongo and Black Rhino Conservation Trust has constructed a secure 25-acre sanctuary to facilitate the adaptation.
Through the National Recovery and Action Plan for the mountain bongo, we have committed ourselves through KWS to a bold and unprecedented vision to grow the population of this majestic herbivore to 750 individuals over the next 50 years.
This is not the first effort to restore the species. In 2004, a precious batch of mountain bongos was repatriated. The latest mission follows years of diplomatic negotiations and conservation partnerships aimed at reversing their near extinction.
In 2004, we were lucky to repatriate the first group of bongos, 25 of them, that were taken to Mount Kenya. And those bongos over the last 21 years have done extremely well. We now have 98 individuals, and out of that we've been able to slowly acclimatize and move them into the natural environment. We have a mountain bongo conservancy that we have already moved 20 bongos into a free range, and we are happy to note that those bongos are now reproducing. We have young ones among us those.
Kenya's conservation journey continues, with another batch of bongos expected from Europe in the coming months.
We already have hundreds of mountain bongos in the US and particularly in California. Once we are able to successfully release these 17, we are looking into bringing the other individuals that are there to come and repatriate them. Actually, in the next 3 months, we should be getting about 5 individuals from some zoos in Europe to come and bring in some genetic diversity so that we can grow the population here. So basically what we are saying is that all the bongos, mountain bongos that are out there, given the opportunity and the support, we are going to bring them back into this country.
For now, the new arrivals must adapt. Wildlife experts say they will remain undisturbed for several months, allowing them to build the immunity needed to thrive in the wild. Recognizable by their deep chestnut red coats and distinctive white stripes, mountain bongos are Africa's largest forest-dwelling antelope.
The mountain bongos are basically endemic to Kenya, and they are only found in 3 places. That is Aberdares, Mount Kenya, and a Meru forest. Ecologically, they are part of our very rare and endemic biodiversity that we have in this country. They've been able to grow in those forested and mountainous ecosystems. So their lack means that you are going to have an ecological gap. So when we bring them back, we are doing what you call restoration. It's not only the recovery of the bongos, but we are restoring the habitats where they are.
The International Union for Conservation of Nature lists them as critically endangered. They are more in captivity than in the wild.
The mountain bongo, a species originally only found in Kenya, has suffered untold grief over the decades, from habitat loss to poaching to disease. Mountain bongo numbers have dwindled to alarming proportions. Yet, even in the face of these travails and difficulties, we have resisted bowing to pressure to let go of these iconic species.
As Kenya welcomes back its lost wildlife, the repatriation marks not just a return, but a commitment to safeguarding a species that was once on the brink. Gertrude Burgay, K24 TV.